Hey everybody, Chris and Grest here. So I got a new rifle light in today from Cloud Defensive. This is their Rein model, and it is quite a awesome flashlight. So far, all the reviews and stuff that I've read online, and so I've been kind of looking at buying another rifle mounted light for quite a while. I compared with Streamlight. And I'm a big Streamlight fan. I also looked at some Surefire, but this I saw on sale for a pretty good deal, so I went ahead and picked it up. Just some quick specs on it. It's 1400 lumens and 60,000 candela. So let's go ahead and open it up. It is, first impressions, it is a beefy light. So the head of it is pretty thick, and it does use the Scout type mounts over here. It does have a push button type on the rear, and you know, it's a nice anodized aluminum. It's not too heavy. Inside the box, they give you, looks like a Nitecore dual slot USB charger. So I do have one of Nitecore's larger charging devices for some of my other batteries. And then they give you, it looks like, one battery, and this should be a 18650 battery. So this is a Samsung. All right, and then it looks like they give you some Picatinny rail mounting hardware here, and then of course your instructions. So yeah, so just kind of a first look at this guy, what comes in the box. So so far I'm pretty impressed with what it comes with. I think that's a pretty good value, that it gives you the charger and all that stuff. It did not come with any sort of tape switch or anything like that, but honestly, I don't really care for tape switches, so I'm gonna run the clicky tail cap that it comes with and kind of leave it at that. So I will get some video of shooting this thing out in the yard, try to get some idea of comparisons. I do have an Arasaka Scout light that is, it's quite a bit less power than this one. I think it's 600 lumens, but it's comparable to the Surefire Scout light. So just to give you guys a comparison of that, I'm gonna try to get both these lights out at night and get some video of that. So one thing about this Rein flashlight from Cloud Defensive is that as far as the battery usage, so see if we can see this. So they give you a little warning inside the housing of the flashlight itself, and they say use only 18650 batteries. So you shouldn't be stacking two CR123 batteries in here. Any other batteries other than the 18650 batteries will void your warranty. Don't mess this up. Okay, so I am in my garage and I am going to do some comparison between the Arasaka light. So that's what you see right here. You can see kind of a defined edge and a hot spot. And then here you can see the Cloud Defensive Rein, and it is considerably brighter, has a more defined, hotter hot spot in the center, and the edge is also, the spill is, I'd say, more defined. So here you can see moving in the Rein and then leaving the Arasaka light there. So this is probably not the best comparison, but it does give you an idea of how a brighter light can make quite a bit of a difference, because the Rein is over double the lumens of the Arisaka Scout light that I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing apart real quick for you guys. So on the rear here, you have kind of these little pads, and I'm not really sure what those are for, but if you look here at the clicky tail cap, there's a bezel that you unscrew, and then you can pull this whole assembly out. So here is your tail switch or tail cap, whatever you want to call it, and this thing's pretty freaking robust. So a lot of times what you can have issues with a weapon mounted light is under recoil you can start having flickering because the battery is losing contact potentially. So this spring on this thing is super strong, and it really looks like if you're in a situation with a lot of recoil or you have this mounted on something, it is not going to come out of contact with the battery contacts. So here you can see kind of on the inside, and this thing's kind of lubricated with a little bit of oil. And then over here on the other side, you do have the Rein logo on there and a caution, because you know these things will get very hot when they're throwing out those lumens. Here's the Cloud Defensive logo across the body. On the head of the flashlight, if you want to insert your battery, you just unscrew this guy like this, and it does have nice O-ring seals. It is a water rating, I think it's IPX7 water rated. I'll check that and throw that on the video. And then the head itself, you know, again, this is a very beefy light head, and you can look at the body there. Yeah, without the head on there, it's pretty lightweight. So with this flashlight, you can get an optional pressure pad as well. So I'm going to opt out of that. And as far as some of the specifications on the box, again, it is 60,000 candela, 1400 lumens. The battery life is roughly 85 to 120 minutes. It is Picatinny rail mountable. It has a momentary or a constant on switch. The tail cap is field serviceable, as well as the lens, so you can replace the lens on this yourself if you do crack it or break it. It is 5.29 ounces. Weight with the battery is 6.91 ounces. The length is 6.172 inches. The bezel diameter is 1 inch, 1.40 inches. And battery type again, 18650. And the mounts can mount to M-LOK or key mod as well. And it is a 6061 T6 aluminum housing, type 3 anodized to mil standard hard coat. Waterproof is IPX8 rating, which is 100 foot for 24 hours. So that's quite a bit of a waterproof rating. It is shockproof, it is dustproof. I mean, again, this thing looks like it is super beefy and durable. It is of course made in the United States of America, which in my opinion, everything should be made here. On the instruction manual here, it does give us again the warnings about the batteries, that you should only use the 18650 batteries. Do not use, and it says in numerous places, never use CR123 batteries. This can damage the light if you utilize these. On the instruction manual, they do give us kind of how the tail cap comes apart. They also show us where the O-rings and stuff are, and then how to mount it on a rail. I do have an Arisaka Scout mount that I'm going to be utilizing, and then here they show you the lens replacement. So it's totally user serviceable. This this flashlight. So it's a nice flashlight. I don't know what else to say. This thing is just a beefy flashlight. All right, so that about wraps it up with this Cloud Defensive Rein flashlight. Again, it is a beast of a flashlight, and looking forward to mounting this on one of my rifles. I have yet to decide which one I'm going to put it on, but I have some long guns other than my SBR that I would like to mount a couple lights to. So anyways, any questions, comments, put them down below. But otherwise, I appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy.